What are you all doing in my home? Go away.
Taking care of the dog.
So the man who looked like Sam Elliott said, I'm going to come down to Seattle and see you. I'm going to come in my silver Jeep. And he had that walk that only cowboys have, that walk like this. And after he came to see me, I was walking the same way. You don't blow a good thing. When he came to see me in Seattle, I took him where you would take a cowboy in downtown Seattle. I took him to a Starbucks because I figured that the people who were the patrons there could use the lesson. And he was dressed in full cowboy regalia. He had the belt, the jeans, the boots, the whole thing. He had the big, huge hat. He had a shirt that made him look like he was on fire, that I think he borrowed from Garth Brooks. He was the whole redneck package. And the people in Starbucks could not believe it when he walked in. He threw open the doors of Starbucks like Gary Cooper searching out the desperados in the movie High Noon. Businessmen turned off their computers. Weirdos dropped their biscottis in their poetry books. I know that joke wouldn't go here. Babies stopped sucking on their milk bottles as he moseyed up to the barista and said, ma'am, I'll have a cup of coffee. You can't just ask for a cup of coffee at a Starbucks. That blows their mind. She said, would you like a triple mochaccino? Would you like a triple mocha latte? Would you like cinnamon or onions on top? He said, darling, it's just coffee. Don't get your drawers in a snit. I didn't know what drawers or a snit were, but I laughed until I peed in my new black Wranglers.
Thank God I had cowboy.
That relationship went on for actually a year and a half, which, Lauren, as you know, is a long time for me. Usually I look at men after about 3 nights and go, we're done here. But this went on for a while, and he had a 12-year-old son from his first marriage, which was great, because I wasn't planning on having kids of my own. And I know you're thinking from what you've seen here so far, Jen, you'd make such a terrific mother. What's up? I'm not having kids because I'm saving up my money to Europe to go on a big trip. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm not the only person who's looked at a child and said, that could have been a car. With a chauffeur, you got it. His 12-year-old son said to me, Jane, you know, I really like you the best of all of Daddy's girlfriends right now. When are you and Daddy gonna get hitched? And I said, you know what, sweetheart, I'm crazy about you and I really like your dad. But I was married once before and I'm not in a big rush to get married again. He said, yeah, but your first husband was a jerk. I said, all of 12 years old, how do you know? He said, because he let you get away. I know. The child has a future in Amway, the way I'm looking at it, or used car sales if you're a little younger. Anyway, we went down to San Francisco. I was working at a club in North Beach, California, which is in San Francisco. It's in a very hip, trendy part of the city. There's a lot of transsexuals there. Think Bruce Jenner. How annoying is it that Bruce Jenner has better clothes than I have right now? I find that totally annoying. And you know what bothers me about you can, Blondie, stick with me on this one. Do you find it annoying that he still sounds like a dude and he looks like a chick?
He makes me sick.
Well, it doesn't make me sick, but it makes me go, I mean, here's a guy who's like a a gold medalist, and he's still talking like this, but he's walking like this.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. Anyway, we were walking down Castro Street in San Francisco, which is a very transgender part of the city. And there was a guy walking down the street wearing stockings and heels, a square dancing skirt, a halter top, a Hitler mustache, and a jeweled tiara. No shit. Dougie looked at me and said, you know, I may only be a little boy, but even I know that that's wrong. And I said, why do you say that, sweetheart? He said, because you never wear a tiara with a square dancing skirt. Somebody's watching too much Project Runway. Then I get paid by the club. And by the way, the club that I was working at in San Francisco was called Rear Entry. I didn't name the club, but let me just say this. Cashing the check was no slice of something special. And I gotta say, that was one crazy trip. And you go from being in San Francisco and North Beach on New Year's Eve to being in Snohomish at an Eagles Lodge. And all I can say is this. Have you ever gone into a lake where it's really cold and then you hit a really warm part of the water? Snohomish is that really warm part of the water. So somebody find me a rental for under $1,200. Anyway, problems? Shut up, Jan, they like you. Anyway, how am I doing so far? Can you hear me in the back? Gail, you've heard my ad 400 times. How am I doing so far? All right, good. This is all Gail's fault. Gail brought me here on a karaoke night when there were 4 people in here, and I sang I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. It was my maiden voyage into singing karaoke music. I will never do that again, by the way. Because, hi. How's it hanging? Sit right down. Is that your table?
It is now.
Oh, good. Are you from Snohomish, or are you just in town for supplies?
Just for supplies.
That's Stevie's favorite joke. I have to do it on every show. Okay. Randy, how am I doing? I can't get over the change in you. I wish we had a picture of you from the first time I saw you till now. It's just like day and later that day. Well, welcome. What's your name?
Kim.
Ann? Kim. Kim Ann. Ray. Does everybody know everybody in this town? Okay, cancel the rental. I would not last a fucking day in this town. If everybody knows everybody, unless Don and I get married.
Well, yeah.
You know, Don, now that we're talking about this, I've actually never done this from stage before. Are you up for another relationship? What's the story? Oh, there are 2 women hugging and that made me wet. Hold on. Are you up for another relationship? Was your last relationship Dayleen's mom? And then I guess she's not with us anymore? Yes? Or no? Or is she with someone else? Or we'll talk after the show. Yeah. And so you're going on a vacation, an expensive Mexican vacation with your daughter. There's more than Daylene going on the vacation. Is it more than Daylene and her sister too? Yeah, I know. And you've got those extra days that Daylene's not going to be there on a chalkboard with a little axe through it. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I might meet you there if you'll babysit my dog for me. Because I should say this. You know, it's been a little while since I've had a good man. I I've had a lot of bad ones, and they're sort of more fun. Are the women relating to that at all?
Oh, I got a good one.
Oh, you're the one with the rodeo buckle guy.
Yeah.
So are you adjusting your lipstick on the way back up?
Yeah.
Women, you look lovely tonight. I looked at you as you were all coming in the room, and I was thinking, wow, people know how to clean up in this town. And I have to say this. I am totally against plastic surgery. When I look at the Kardashians, I think, what were they thinking? And I'll tell you why. Because you are who you are, and that's okay. And you look fine. You all look fine. I'll say this, though. There's only one woman in this world who really needs plastic surgery, and that's the woman who is with the King of England, Prince Charles. That ugly basset hound of a woman, Camilla Parker Bowles. That is one fugly woman. And she needs more than a little nip and a tuck. She needs to stop, drop, and roll. That's why they brought in Lady Diana to the family. They needed some looks in that family. I mean, Prince Charles looks like a taxi cab with both doors left wide open. Which has got possibilities if you think about it. If your ears are sticking out that way, you go, get down there, right now, get down there. Well, that was pointed because your hands were shaking.
Look out, here comes the line.
Yeah, I don't go for that fruit shit.
Incoming.
This is the last time I have to be up here tonight, but I have to take a hotel room or stay at one of your homes tonight because I know about the Snohomish police, and those guys are motherfuckers. Yeah, I know. I brought the dog. I knew this was happening. I have to say this, a toast to my favorite town in the world, Snohomish, Washington, actually. Would you bring me my purse? You had a place called Bite Me Cupcakes in the middle of town. Are you familiar with Bite Me Cupcakes? Okay, I was trying to get a job with them. I am actually going to do this. I thought I wasn't going to do it, but I am going to do it. Because I love y'all. I do, I love y'all. I tried to get a job with Bite Me Cupcakes, but they wouldn't hire me because they thought I was a little out there. What would make them think that? I fucking don't know. But I wrote this poem to try to get a job. It's called Have the Cupcakes Now by Jan Barrett. Are you ready for my job interview poem, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. I'm actually really proud of this. When you've finished your salad, your soup, and your meat, and your taste buds are screaming that it's time for a treat, you don't have to listen, but take it from me. A red velvet cupcake trumps a plate full of brie. The calories are nothing compared to the bliss. Blow off all objections, give hubby a kiss. Tell him, life goes by quickly, one day will be dust. So some buttercream frosting is simply a must. And while you are ordering, get an extra for him. He can walk his off later when he's hitting the gym. Take home a whole box full, it won't be a mistake, because the world's so much better when a cup bakes a cake. I know. What a blessing that I went to that expensive college. I don't know if you want us to do this again, but I certainly hope that you do. I'm going to say this, and it's sort of in reference to what I just read to you. Life is very short, and one thing I've noticed lately as I've been growing older is that life is getting shorter and shorter. And nights like this where people unite and are talking to one another and not with their heads in their phones are very, very short and fleeting. The other day I went to a very fancy hotel where I was doing a corporate event, and I saw two people with a package that was wrapped with a bow and a champagne bucket with a bottle in it, and they weren't talking to each other, they were on their phones. I like to think they were texting dirty things to each other. The world has become too dependent upon mechanical devices, and let me tell you this, what we're doing right here tonight, this is what's important. And if you're at a restaurant with your husband and you want a piece of cheesecake, Sarah, you know this bit already, I see you smiling. Have the fucking cheesecake. And I will tell you why. Someday you're going to be dead. And you can't wake up and go, oh, you know what? On my 36th birthday, I should have had the fucking cheesecake. Have the cheesecake now. And on that note, I'm going to sing a song for you.
Oh, no. Karaoke?
No, it's not karaoke. I toured with Randy Travis before somebody beat the crap out of him and put his face on Facebook. And one of the things I got out of touring with Randy was that he took something that I wrote called Blow Up Dolls Often Leak and made it into a country tune. And I'm going to sing it for you now, ladies and gentlemen, and I need a country clap. I need... Come on, you're white, but I know you have rhythm. Am I still seen as yummy if I have a slight tummy? If my hair didn't poof, would that leave you aloof? If I'm not tan as toast, can I still be the most? If I'm not shattering stone, would you cost me a bone? If my hair nails aren't polished and pointy and red, should I pack my belongings and bury my head? If you want the ideal, you can rent by the real. A pornography misses unable to feel. But if you want style and substance and nerve, you may have to settle for women on earth. So take off those rose-colored glasses and see. At the end of the rainbow, the pot's full of me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I'm Jen Barrett. Good night. Thank you. Thank you.